What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my tutorial series on creating a form with PHP. In the last episode, we displayed all of the data from the database onto these little edit boxes on our actual editing page, so the user could see what they're editing before they edit it. I just said edit a lot in that sentence. Anyway, welcome back to episode 29-ish, where we're going to be creating a way for the users to change their passwords. So that's going to be pretty cool. It's real easy, so we're just going to jump into it. So go ahead and there we go. Go ahead and go under your, or over your submit and just create a new table row, and inside it just put a th. That's all you need. And now inside this th, we're just going to put an attribute. So inside the th tag, you just put a call span equals 2. And now what call span does is it's going to occupy 2 columns worth of, data in this table, so it's going to be like centered. And inside here we're just going to put change passwords. So there you go. And then after that we can just come under this tr, and now we can well, let's just see what this looks like, just make sure it works. So if we just refresh here, yep, boom, change password. Now under here is where we need to actually start putting some new inputs to change our password. So it's really just going to be what it was last time. So it's tr, and we're going to make 3 of these. So I'm just going to put these in parentheses because emit is so much faster. Inside our tr is a th, and then after our th, we're going to have a td, and inside the td is an input, and we're just going to put times 3 because I want to make 3 fields super fast. Boom, magic, just like that. So now up here at the first one, this is just going to be old password. Now this will not have email verification, so just keep that in mind. The next one is just going to be new password, and then the last one, oh, apparently it wants us to do the types next. Okay, so type, this one is just going to be password because we want these to be passwords, not texts. Password is a text with the start out characters. Boom. So there you go. Oh, this needs to, whatever, I'll fix it in a minute. And then this one just needs to be called retype new password. And then I'm just going to go up here and fix this real quick. And if I save this, it should work automatically. Boom. Yep, there we go. So that is working just fine. And yep, so we're just going to go ahead into actually building some functionality for this. So one thing I forgot to do, because I'm a dummy, is I forgot to put in the names for these. So just go ahead and click on input, and then push control click on input, and then control click on input again for each row. Just space, and we're going to put name equals, and then the name is just going to be equal to some version of password. So this one's going to be just password. The first one's just going to be old password, so I'm going to go over here, old underscore, and then this one's going to be new password. So, oh my gosh, no, come on, new password, and this is going to be rt underscore new underscore password, because you should use underscores, not like the caps thing in PHP. So yeah, we're just going to do those, and now we need to get some references to them inside of our code here. So it's literally just the exact same as the other ones were, so I'm just going to retype it just once. So $password equals, or I should say old password, old password equals, and then, not string, $underscore post, and inside of these I want to put our single quotes. I just want to call this old password because we're just getting that get value. I'm just going to go up here and just do Control-Shift-D, and then we're going to do old password. We're going to change this to new underscore password, and then change this. I really should have control-clicked, but whatever. You can't get much faster than this. Double-click, control-click, and awkward. Oops. And then control, double-click. Okay, maybe that doesn't work. All right. So we're just going to change this to RT. New password, and we're going to change this here to RT new password, not that, whatever that is, underscore new password. There we go. Now we have completed our variables. So yeah, let's just make sure this all loads up. Probably doesn't. I guess we'll find out. Save it. Do we get an error? No, we do not. That's fantastic. Okay, well that's probably because we haven't hit the button yet. Let's hit the button. Perfect. I just changed that value in the database, but whatever. Okay, now we can move on to actually changing the password. So I'm going to say if, and I'm just going to say is, actually no, I want to do if old password, no, old password, $signs, I'm stupid, that's why this isn't working, $, old, not option, okay, there we go, old password equals, so double equals, and then just string. So if it's an empty string, then then we're not going to be changing the password. So if that is just an empty string, we're just going to set SQL equal to this. So copy, and we're gonna have to write 2 queries, by the way. It's gonna get a little wonky, but we're gonna need 2 queries in order to actually complete this, because we're gonna have one that changes the password and one that doesn't. So if the password field is just completely blank and there's no text in it, then we're just gonna run this. However, we want to say else. No, why are you doing PHP? Else brackets. Okay, there we go. So if so make sure the password field is blank. If it is, then just set the. Also, we need to do $SQL equals quote quote. Because if there is nothing to submit, if neither of these is true, we're not going to submit anything to the database, I guess. So else, we're going to say, actually we could use an else if here. Could we? Yeah, probably. So else if, boom, okay, so else if, and now we want to test to see if, $ old password, not option, old password, equals, double equals, $, and we had a user, I think, somewhere in here, so yeah, $user, and then inside here, we just want to get the user's password, so password, boom, now, so, we want to make sure the old password is equal to the user's password, and then after that, we need to, oh, wait a minute, this else if configuration is not going to work, just a second, guys. Okay, I'm going to set up this if configuration just a little bit, so I'm just going to change it up a little bit. So I'm going to say if, and then $ old password, yeah, old password is not equal to these quotes, so we're going to check to see, to make sure if it's not, and we're going to say else, so if they don't enter anything, else, I just want to, nope, oh my gosh, come on, else, oh my gosh, where is it, there it is, okay. Else, we're just going to set SQL equal to that. So, but if the old password is not equal to quotes, next we're going to check to see if $ old password, not option, I swear, old password, equal $ user password, boom. So we're just going to do that, and we're just going to do that. So we're going to check to see if that old password is equal to user password, and if it doesn't, we're going to say else. And now this is going to get confusing because we're going to have a lot of else's and ifs, but whatever. I mean, you could not do this and just use a bunch of ands, but then we don't get to get a whole lot of output to our user. So yeah, so else, so if this old password is equal to the user's password, then we want to actually do something, but if it's not, we want to echo, and then inside p's, so p tab, that doesn't work, p, and then /p, and inside here, it's going to say invalid old password. There you go. And now I'm just going to copy this. Well, actually, yeah, I'm just going to copy. Nah, I won't do that. So, old password equals users. So, just making sure the passwords match. And now we want to say, so the passwords do match. We're going to assume that if. No, not that. Yeah, if. And then we want to see $ old password. What? I swear. $sign old password. Why? Oh. Oh, that's why. Okay. Old password equals $ new password. So we're going to check to see if the passwords do match, and if they do, we're going to do the next configuration, but if they don't, we're just going to run the else. Oh my gosh, don't do that, PHP, I swear. So else, we just want to say, boom, no, okay, this, I probably should have copied this in first place, but I debated it, but I didn't because I'm stupid. So else, we're just going to say passwords don't match. Okay, and then, so let's say the old password is equal to the user's password and the passwords do match. Next, we just need to, this is not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to do a new password, awkward, equals retype password, or RT password, there we go. So RT underscore new password. So we're checking to see, first off, is the old password is the old password not nothing? If it is not nothing, so if there's actually some data in there, we want to see, is the old password equal to whatever they put in, or whatever the user's password is actually equal to. And if it is, we want to make sure that the new password equals the retyped new password. And if all that eventually ends up being true, we're going to modify this query down here. So I'm going to copy this query because I don't want to retype it, because that would be a lot of typing to do probably. And just in the middle of everything here, we're just going to put, no, not insert, I swear I cannot keyboard today. So we're going to say SQL equals update users, set age equal to age, gender equal to gender, email equal to email, Steam equal to Steam, bio equal to bio. Now we just need to add one thing right here. We just need to say comma, password, instead of our graves, password. This is getting really messy, equals, $, new, oh wait, forgot these, $, new password, boom. So that should change the user's password, and it probably flopped because this is so messy right here. There are ways to clean this up, but why bother? Okay, so let's see how many errors we get. Okay, parse error, syntax error, oh no, not one of these. Okay, on line 80, gotcha boy. Let's see, what do we get here? Line 80. Here it is. Okay. Forgot the semicolon. Save that. This is called debugging our code. Next thing, what's wrong? Parse error, syntax error, unexpected, line 84. Okay, did I forget another semicolon? Probably, because I copied that. So, line 84, yep, forgot it again. Okay, save it, and, I always do that with the Alt-Tab. Refresh. Okay, boom. It looks like it works. Probably not, though. We have to hit the button to find out. So, we are going to head into the database right now, which is just at localhost/phpMyAdmin/ all that junk. You could just do phpMyAdmin, but apparently it wants to do that for me. And I think you can see a bunch of stuff there, but whatever. Just let that load up, boy. Come on. Okay, here we go. Sign into that. Pushing the button makes it go faster if you didn't know that. So keep going. Okay, and now we're going to go into forum and then just users. Here we go, users. And we should be able to see inside. Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So, oh no, I don't want to read the MySQL manual. If we go down here to F, who's probably like way down there because I created him later on. Let's see, where is he? Next. Yep, okay, F. So F's password is F. So we're going to try to change F's password to something that's not F. So if we go into here, F's old password is going to be F. F's new password is going to be ASDF. Retype the password is going to be ASDF. Submit. Okay. Update users, set age equal to 34, gender equal to other, email equal to a@b.c, Steam equal to poop, bio equal to where when I was a young warthog, password equal to ASDF. Where username equals F. It looks like that query worked. Let's check it out. So, if we just refresh the page here, his password should be changed from F to, come on baby, show me the monies. Let's see, come on baby. Next page, need to see them results. Okay, ASDF, boom, it works. Now, we're going to error check it. So I'm going to put F, or his old password now is ASDF. I'm just going to put poop, because I know that's not his password. New password is just going to be F, submit. What's going to happen here? Okay, invalid old password. Oh, we get an error too. That's fantastic. Empty query. Okay, that is not an issue. We just need to say, can you just, does that work? I guess we'll find out. Actually, we need to, do we need to call this every time? I think we might, so yeah, I'm just going to put this after every single one of them. It's probably not what you need. Well, actually, no. I'm just gonna set this in the initialization of the variable. So I'm just gonna copy this and boom, and then boom. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And now, no matter what, that should work. But if this stuff goes through, then it's going to change that. And we can probably clean that up in just a bit. So let's refresh. And now we're going to try it again. So F, because I know that's not his password, ASDF, FFF. Now go, submit, old password, and it's just going to do that query again. So whatever. Okay, let's put the invalid old password, means it worked. Let's put in the actual old password, which is ASDF. I'm going to do F, and I'm going to do G in here, and it should not work either. We're going to check that. Passwords do not match. Perfect. And now I'm just going to... Okay, so all of that works, which means we are done. Hurrah! And I don't even think we need this final else statement, so I'm just going to chop it off here. So, let's see. Do I need to chop? Oh man, I hate working with these ifs and parentheses and else. It gives me cancer. So if, okay, that's where it started. So yeah, we chop up this entire thing. Boop, and gone. Now if we just zoom out some more, and I'm just gonna get rid of this echo SQL because it's really quite annoying to the user. Where do I have it? Oh, here it is, echo SQL. There we go. And yeah, guys, that's going to be a successful tutorial. Did this all, and it seems to be working, not horribly. So yeah, if you've hated this video, slap a dislike on it. Tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter in the link in the description. If you loved it, slap a like on it. If you hated it, and just slap a like on it anyway. Anyway, till next time, I'll see you scrub nuggets in the next video whenever I get off my lazy butt and make it. Anyway, till next time, bye!